Hello, my name is Dan Skip Allen, and this is my review for War for the Planet of the Apes. Now, War for the Planet of the Apes is the third film in a trilogy of Apes films starring the character of Caesar, um, motion captured and voiced by Andy Serkis. Now, this is the second film after Dawn of the Planet of the Apes that is directed by Matt Reeves. The title of War for the Planet of the Apes may be a little misleading, and there's also a poster that implies that there's going to be a giant battle in this film. That may be a little misleading. This is more of a character study of Caesar and Julius and some of the other apes in this film, which, first of all, let's start with the motion capture. This is some of the best motion capture I have ever seen. If you didn't know any better, it would be like apes are actually on screen talking and playing these characters. That's how amazing this motion capture in this film is. So I just wanted to say that first off. Andy Serkis is amazing as the motion capture of Caesar in this film. But basically what this is kind of like a revenge thing. Like, we have this character, the Colonel, played by Woody Harrelson, and he's out to rid the world of apes, and the ape sanctuary is under attack by these guys. And so then Caesar has to, he doesn't want to fight. He protects the apes. He only fights because he has to fight. He wants to just stay in his woods or in his caves or whatever and protect his family and just live his life. That's all he wants to do. But as we learned from the last film, apes together strong, they're going to fight for what they believe in, and their freedom is what they believe in. And so we have this little road trip, and along the line, of course, a lot of times in these road trip movies where we have people, we pick up new characters, and we pick up a little girl named Nova. And she's a cute little girl, and she plays a little part in the film, but she's not like a big part of the film. But she's one of the human additions to the film. Then we get this goofy character called Bad Ape, and he's mocapped by Steve Zahn, and he's in a jacket and a hat, and he lends some comedic elements to the film, and that's always good when you're having such a heavy, dramatic film like War for the Planet of the Apes. The cinematography is absolutely breathtaking. They're in like these mountains, and they're taking these little excursions through these caves and in the woods. I mean, Matt Reeves really captures the landscapes in this film perfectly. But what this comes down to is Caesar trying to stop these humans who want to eliminate him and his species, and vice versa. So when it comes to that and the dramatic stuff, the character stuff of Caesar and the apes, this movie is phenomenal. It is one of the best character studies, because you're dealing with how do you have to deal with the death of other characters, other people in his life, and when you're a military leader, when you're a leader of a race of people, the decisions you have to make and that sort of thing. And that's what's really weighing on Caesar. And, with this camp that the Colonel has, he's kind of got like an Auschwitz type of concentration camp, and he's like hoarding all these apes in there. And of course, Caesar's got to try to get these apes out. So this is basically the whole movie in a nutshell. But I'll tell you what, I really love this film. I liked the last one a little bit better than this one. And I just felt like this one was a little misleading with the title War for the Planet of the Apes. I know we're dealing with some aspects of war in here, but it's not really the war that I expected when I went into the film. But I still give this film a big see it. It's one of my favorite films of the year. I'm sure everybody's going to go out and see this film come July 19th when it comes out. And I think Matt Reeves is going to be a great director for Batman. I'm looking forward to his next film. And one of my pet peeves is Andy Serkis. I mean, he gives such a great performance, and we rewarded the Lord of the Rings films with the Return of the King with like 11 or 12 Oscars. Why not give him an Oscar nomination for what he has done for this franchise? If it wasn't for Andy Serkis, this wouldn't even be believable. And from the very beginning, it wouldn't be a believable movie. From Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and now with War for the Planet of the Apes. I think you should reward Andy Serkis in his work as mocap, whether it would be with Gollum or this or other characters he may have done in the past. And so that's kind of a pet peeve of mine. But I am Skip, and you can find me at Dan Skip Allen on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Also, I do a podcast with my co-host Vincent LaSpada on the Best Damn Movie Show channel on Facebook, and the Best Damn Movie Show channel right here on YouTube. Also, I do a show called the Top 5 Weekly, where myself and a few of my friends, we run down different topics in the world of film, whether it be actor, director, just genres or whatever like that. And then also I'm doing a special series called the 52 Must-See Movies and Why They Matter. And we just uploaded an episode the other day of In the Heat of the Night. And this coming week, we'll be doing a new episode. And so if you like classic movies and you want to know why they're such great movies and people revere them so much, you should watch this series of videos that myself and Andrew and Stephen Billings are doing. It's a very informative series. So for myself, thank you and good night.